Large male alligators tend to be solitary animals that are territorial. It is not uncommon to find a large number of alligators of a particular size living in close proximity to one another. The largest members of the species, males and females alike, are the ones responsible for defending prime territory. Smaller alligators have a higher tolerance for other alligators that fall within the same size class. Hello and welcome to KYC News. In this episode, we are looking for the life of alligator. Stay tuned. Don't forget to subscribe and click the bell icon. Alligator. A large reptile belonging to the order Crocodilia, genus Alligator, and family Alligatoridae. An alligator is a member of the family Alligatoridae. The American alligator, A. mississippiensis, and the Chinese alligator are the only two species of alligators that are still alive today, A. sinensis. In addition, the remains of several extinct alligator species have been discovered in fossil deposits. Approximately 37 million years ago, during the Oligocene epoch, alligators made their debut on Earth. The name alligator is most likely an anglicized form of the Spanish word el lagarto, which translates to the lizard. El lagarto was the name that early Spanish explorers and settlers in Florida gave to the alligator. Later versions of the name written in English included the spellings Alligarta and Alligarto. The average length and weight of an adult American alligator is 4 meters, 13 feet, and 360 kilograms, 790 pounds, but they have been known to grow to 4.4 meters, 14 feet, in length and weigh more than 450 kilograms, 990 pounds. The one found in Louisiana was the largest ever documented, measuring 5.84 meters, 19.2 feet. The length of the Chinese alligator rarely exceeds 2.1 meters, 7 feet, making it the shortest of the alligator species. Additionally, it is significantly lighter, with males rarely exceeding 45 kilograms in weight, 100 pounds. Juvenile alligators have bright yellow or whitish stripes that sharply contrast against their dark hides, providing them with additional camouflage amongst reeds and wetland grasses. Adult alligators are black or dark olive brown with white undersides. Juvenile alligators have bright yellow or whitish stripes. There have been no studies done to determine what the typical lifespan of an alligator is. Saturn, an American alligator, was hatched in Mississippi in 1936 and spent nearly a decade in Germany before spending the majority of its life at the Moscow Zoo, where it passed away at the age of 83 or 84 on May 22, 2020. Saturn's life is one of the oldest alligator lives that has been recorded and is one of the oldest alligator lives ever. Another one of the lives that has been documented to have lasted the longest is that of Muja, an American alligator who was transported from Germany to the Belgrade Zoo in Serbia as an adult specimen in the year 1937. As of the year 2012, it was in its 80s and was likely the oldest alligator that was still alive in captivity, despite the fact that there are no valid records about its date of birth. Habitat. Only China, Mexico, and the United States can claim to be the original home of the alligator. The southeastern United States is home to the American alligator. This includes the entire states of Florida and Louisiana, as well as the southernmost regions of Georgia, Alabama, and Mississippi, the coastal regions of South Carolina and North Carolina, East Texas, the southeast corner of Oklahoma, and the southernmost tip of Arkansas. The greatest number of alligators can be found in Louisiana. Over 1 million alligators can be found in each of the states of Florida and Louisiana, which together are home to the vast majority of the country's alligator population. Only in the southern part of the state of Florida can you find coexisting populations of crocodiles and alligators. In addition, there is a sizable population in the Mexican state of Tamaulipas. Both freshwater and brackish water are considered to be suitable habitats for American alligators. Some examples of freshwater habitats include ponds, marshes, wetlands, rivers, lakes, and swamps. When they dig alligator holes in the wetland, it helps to increase the variety of plants there and provides a habitat for other animals, which is especially important during droughts. As a result of this, they are regarded as an important species for the preservation of the ecological diversity found in wetlands. To the west, in Louisiana, extensive grazing by coypu and muskrat is wreaking havoc on the state's coastal wetland ecosystems and causing severe damage. Large alligators get the majority of their nutrition from coypu, and as a result, they perform an important ecological service by bringing the population of coypu down. Only the Yangtze River Valley and parts of the provinces that border it are known to be home to the Chinese alligator at this time. This species is critically endangered as it is estimated that only a few dozen individuals remain in their natural habitat. In point of fact, Chinese alligators can be found in zoos and aquariums all over the world in much greater numbers than they are found in their natural habitats. In an effort to protect the species, the Rockefeller Wildlife Refuge, which is located in southern Louisiana, has several individuals kept in captivity. In addition, a breeding pair of Chinese alligators can be found at the Miami Metro Zoo in Florida. Behavior. Large male alligators tend to be solitary animals that are territorial. It is not uncommon to find a large number of alligators of a particular size living in close proximity to one another. The largest members of the species, males and females alike, are the ones responsible for defending prime territory. Smaller alligators have a higher tolerance for other alligators that fall within the same size class. Both a sprawl and a high walk are terms used to describe the way in which alligators move when they are on land. This forward movement, in which the belly makes contact with the ground, is called the sprawl, and it is used to transition to the high walk or to slither over wet substrate into water. The high walk is a forward motion used for traveling overland that involves standing up on all four limbs and lifting the belly well off the ground. As part of a forward or upward lunge, alligators have also been seen to stand up, balance on their hind legs, and take a semi-step forward. They are not, however, capable of walking on their hind legs. Even though it has a heavy body and a slow metabolism, the alligator is capable of short bursts of speed, particularly in very short lunges. This is especially true when the alligator is threatened. The majority of an alligator's diet consists of prey that can be killed and consumed with a single bite. They might take down larger prey by grabbing it and then dragging it into the water, where it would eventually drown. Alligators are able to digest food that is too large for them to consume in a single mouthful by either letting it decompose or by biting it and then engaging in what is called a death roll, which involves spinning or convulsing wildly until bite-sized chunks are torn off. The ability of an alligator to bend its tail to a significant angle in relation to the rest of its body is essential to the execution of a death roll. A death roll is impossible for an alligator to complete if its tail is unable to move. The majority of the muscles in an alligator's jaw have developed over time to aid in the biting and grasping of prey. The muscles that are responsible for closing the jaws are strong, whereas the muscles that are responsible for opening the jaws are not. Because of this, an adult human can close the jaws of an alligator using only their bare hands. When an adult alligator needs to be handled or transported, it is common practice to wrap it in several layers of duct tape in order to prevent it from opening its jaws. In general, alligators are wary around people and will flee either on land or by swimming away if one approaches them. This may encourage people to get too close to alligators in their nests, which puts the animals in a position where they feel compelled to attack. It is against the law in the state of Florida to give wild alligators food at any time. If humans continue to feed the alligators will eventually become accustomed to associating humans with food and will lose their fear of humans. Diet. The type of food consumed by alligators varies according to their age as well as their size. When they are young, alligators consume fish, insects, snails, worms, and crustaceans for food. As they get older, they begin to hunt increasingly larger prey, such as larger fish like gar, turtles, and various mammals, particularly coypu and muskrat, in addition to birds, deer, and other reptiles and amphibians. They frequently have gizzard stones in their stomachs as well. They are willing to eat anything, including carrion, if they are hungry enough. In some instances, larger alligators are known to ambush other animals such as dogs, Florida panthers, and black bears. Because of this, larger alligators are considered to be the apex predator throughout their distribution. It is possible that, in its capacity as a top predator, it is responsible for determining the abundance of prey species such as turtles and coypu. As humans move closer and closer into their habitat, attacks on humans are becoming less common but not unheard of. Alligators, in contrast to large crocodiles, do not immediately regard a human upon encounter as prey. However, they are still capable of attacking in self-defense if they feel threatened. This is all for now. Check out other videos.